Tonight, the Queen is preparing to unveil the first official public memorial to the tens of thousands of men who flew with Bomber Command during the Second World War. 100 veterans have travelled from Australia for the ceremony, which many of them believe has come decades too late. Lisa Miller reports from London.
This has been an arduous journey, a pilgrimage to a place halfway around the world. But these veterans are steeled with determination to see a wrong put right, to close the chapter on a story that's now 7 decades old.
Their lives we recall, their lost years we mourn, and their families we honour here today.
They were Bomber Command. The forces that streamed into the skies over Europe, delivering the original shock and awe, leaving cities ablaze, navigating through hostile skies, sent forth with a mission to protect Britain from a deadly enemy. Volunteering became a death sentence for 55,573 aircrew. They're here at this Air Force's memorial an hour out of London to remember old mates, scanning the names, searching for memories.
I've been very fortunate to have had my son to bring me along, because it's quite an ordeal. I found it.
An ordeal physically and emotionally?
Both, yes. You know, I'm getting on in age, 93.
But age has proved no barrier to this mission, not even for 94-year-old Keith Groves. He signed up in 1942 and became a Lancaster pilot. Crews were given just a 40% chance of surviving 30 missions. Keith Groves flew 32.
So many of the people that we were with, we didn't even know, you know, they were on the squadron for a couple of weeks and they weren't there anymore.
As the war reached its brutal end, every flight became a journey into hell.
A lot of Australians don't know the contribution that we actually had in Bomber Command. You know, the fact that we had 10,000 Australians that fought right from sort of 1939 right through to 1945. And we lost nearly 4,000 of them in the campaign over Europe.
So just here, just there. Can you do that there?
These veterans are in London this week to finally have their contribution acknowledged.
There should be something because the younger generation it's part of their heritage and they should know what it's all about.
And this is what they wanted. In the centre of London, just a stroll from Buckingham Palace, a prominent memorial has been taking shape. Its open roof lets light fall onto the bronzed aircrew below. It's been a long time coming, a delay put down to the controversy over the catastrophic bombing campaigns.
I think there is no good historical evidence that it shortened the war.
The Director of Military Sciences at the Royal United Services Institute, Michael CODNER, has spent years studying the morality of the bombing campaign over Europe.
The particular focus on sapping the morale of the German people was an immoral action which is proscribed by the laws of armed conflict. I think we can draw the line under that. History is pretty conclusive in that respect.
The debate has raged since the bombs were dropped. Half a century after the bombing of Dresden, the Queen Mother unveiled a statue of British bomber commander Arthur Harris. Protesters turned up and the statue was vandalised a week later. Some in Germany pleaded for this new memorial not to be built at all. But there's a growing sense now is the time.
No, I do think it's the right time. And with the greatest respect to the veterans who actually took part in these campaigns and went through all this frightful trauma, we are now able to look at it, I think, more in the proper historical context.
I would have liked to have thought that it could have been built earlier, but I think when you have a look at the memorial and where it is in the sort of centre of London, I think it's quite a magnificent memorial, very, very fitting where it is and what it is.
Age will not weary them.
It's too simple to think a new memorial will wipe away the years of feeling spurned.
We will remember them. Lest we forget.
But there is solace in finally having their courage recognised, their staggering losses acknowledged.
Lisa Miller reporting from London.